Hello, my name's Gothic Lord, and I'll be doing a quick review now on the Really e-cigarettes CE0 Clearomiser or tank. As you probably know from previous review I've done, I have been in touch with them for a couple of months now. They asked me if I would be kind enough to trial the prototype of the V Pro and do a review on that, which I have done earlier on today. Earlier this week they actually contacted me and asked if I wouldn't mind doing some reviews on some other products, so this has been provided to me totally free for the purpose of the review. Haven't used it yet, simply because this is something slightly different. To look at it, it's somewhere between a Mini Nova and a Mini Pro tank, but it's fully changeable. Slight difference in the head is what the main thing I wanted to show. It's up until that point, it's basically a Vivinova with the Ego collar attached. This does have a slightly elongated head to it. Reason for that is because it has to reach all the way up through the tank and into the top of hair. Now, the replacement heads for it are the same price on Real Electronic Cigarettes website as for the Nova heads, so no real difference there. As I say, it comes with a collar on it already for Ego. So yeah, I mean, when it's on an Ego battery, looks good. Saves you having to spend a couple of quid extra on getting the collar. With my SID, it's in there quite snugly. You see, it doesn't look too bad at all. As covered on the V Pro review, it does not cross over, but as I say, that's down to design. It is threaded for Ego. It does have a 510 connector in the bottom there, as you can see, but that itself is not threaded. It's just a positive contact for the 510 connection. The negative on this is on the Ego, so it does need to be an Ego device for this. You cannot use it with something that is not Ego threaded. Slight drawback, but these days quite a few devices are, and you can also buy have one in here, lovely little adapter from a number of different sites, something like that, and that will screw in and convert it over to 510 or 510. So, as I say, maybe something to look at for future, but for the purposes of this, let's see how we go. So for this, I'm actually going to put it onto my beloved SID. As most of you know, my mainstay these days. But yeah, filling it up. And this is actually a little easier to fill up than you don't have to worry about getting drips down the nozzle because it's raised up, which is something I do like, rather than sort of the Nova style tanks where you end up eventually getting a drip in there. As I say, this is going to be the first time I've used it. I know it fires. I have tested the atomizer just to make sure it is working, so shouldn't really have too much of an issue here. Yeah. Set this up. Okay, the wattage on this is set it to wattage. Okay, so this is set to 6 watts. It's a 2.4 ohm atomizer, as I say, in the tank. See how it behaves. Straight off the bat. As I say, the atomizer has been unused, so there is no liquid that had actually gone through the wick. Literally in the time it took me to fill this and screw it on and set the device up, it's ready to run. Great amount of vape coming off that. Carries the flavour quite well, and that for me, with some of the tanks, I've tried other sort of pretenders, other sort of, well, we'll take this tank, we'll do our own version of it jobs, and the heads are just no good. They don't carry the flavour properly. You end up getting a burnt taste in your mouth. Quite often the metal will taint the flavour of the liquid. In this case, not at all. Massive amounts of vapour at 6 watts. Flavour is good, and really it is a good looking little device. And I mean, if you have a look here, what's on their website. Okay, so on their website here, looking at this, it's £8.99, which, just having a look here, is about £1. Yeah, it's literally £1 more expensive than a Mini Nova tank, as I'm sure you're all aware. The Mini Nova was pretty much my mainstay when I was mainly using Ego batteries. So it is something I absolutely love, and my main tank now on my SID is a Nova. So yeah, I mean, for the sake of an extra £1, and you aren't going to have to spend about £2.50 buying a little collar such as this one, which is what I used to use with the Mini Nova. Cost about £2.50. So really, going to work out £1.50 better off just going for something like this, and it looks perfectly fine on there. It's a great design, nicely gnarled around the top and bottom, makes it nice and easy to remove the sections when you're stripping it down to clean. The fact that it doesn't require a separate drip tip, not always something I go for. I mean, I do like to change drip tips occasionally. Like to sort of have my own drip tip. It's a nice shape, it's comfortable. The vapor production, awesome. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, it's all down to the device, it's all down to the liquid, what vapor you're getting, but really, I mean, this is doing the trick for me. It works as well as any other tank I've ever had. The fact that it's got everything on there you need. You're not going to need to buy a separate drip tip. You're not going to need to buy the collar to go around an Ego thread. As I say, the only real issue is the fact that it's not 510 threaded, but as I say, small adapter for £2.50, that takes care of that problem. And really, how many devices don't have Ego these days? Not really a lot more I can say on that one. So thank you for taking the time to watch this review, and I hope to see you again soon.